host, Larry Elder, and civil rights attorney Leo Terrell. Larry, we start with you. I'm just having a hard time when people just lie to me. Because what I see, what my eyes show me, was a lot of violence, a lot of injured cops, a lot of dead people, and a lot of people with life-altering injuries, and a lot of vandalism and destruction, Larry.
Well, that's the same thing that I saw. And I tell you what, Sean, Michelle Obama said something very interesting. She said, research shows that these are mostly peaceful protesters. I'm happy they're interested in research. Research also shows that the whole narrative, the whole reason that people are out in the streets, the narrative that the police are killing blacks just because they're black, is bogus. There's a black Harvard professor named Roland Fryer who said, if anything, the police are more hesitant, more reluctant to use deadly force against black people than against white people. There was a study done by researchers at Washington State found the same thing. The government has been looking at this ever since the 90s. It's something called the Police Public Contact Survey. Every 3 years, they ask 60,000 Americans, have you had an interaction with the police? If so, tell me about your interaction. They cannot find any pattern that suggests anything like systemic racism. It is not only wrong, it's also getting people killed. Cops pull back, bad guys know it, and some nutcases are going to feel that the narrative is true and ambush cops the way they did in San Diego, the way they did here in L.A. Sheriff deputies were ambushed the way they did in New York, where you were, Sean. Officers Lou and Ramos were ambushed and killed. Officers in Baton Rouge, officers in Dallas, all because of this phony narrative pushed by people like Michelle Obama, Barack Obama, and the Democrats. It's getting people killed.
You know, and Leo, it's what did Kamala say? Reimagine what a police department's going to look like, praising the cuts of the LAPD. I don't think Los Angeles needs cuts to the police department. Joe saying police become the enemy. Of course we'll redistribute funds elsewhere. So they've taken the most extreme position, and let's not forget, during the DNC, they never talked about the violence. They acted like it wasn't happening.
You know, Sean, this really gets me upset because they have doubled down on making a deal with the devil. Antifa and Black Lives Matter. Respectfully, the First Lady lied in that video because the protest, everyone in this country can see the chaos and the burning in these democratic cities. And she wants us to disbelieve what we can see. And that very eloquent approach, as if she really cares, she lives in a very wealthy area. The reason why Donald Trump got elected is because this country rejected the Obama administration. And that is why we're here today. And as far as calling Donald Trump a racist, shame on you, Michelle Obama. Tell us what Obama did. Donald Trump has given positive reform for black America, historical black colleges, low unemployment rate, first step back. She will call him a racist and not tout what Obama did because he did nothing for black people. And just because she is black, that doesn't give her credibility. She lost credibility today, Sean, by pressing that video.
I have a question. Why didn't Barack and Joe set record low unemployment for every minority group? Why didn't they commit as much money and time to historically black colleges? Why didn't they do criminal justice reform, police reform, opportunity zones? Larry, I think those are fair questions because those are all the things that Donald Trump got done, not Barack and not Joe.
They're excellent questions, and why don't they support choice in public school? Michelle Obama essentially went to a magnet school. She did not go to the local school near her because it was a bad school. She voluntarily bussed outwards in order to go to a better school. Her daughters never went to public school. Obama never went to public school. Went to Punahou, went to Oxley out here in L.A., went to Columbia, they went to Harvard. They never set foot in a public school, but they want to deny inner-city parents the same option. The polls show black and brown parents want choice. You know who doesn't? White Democrats living in the suburbs who wouldn't put their kid in the inner city school if you paid them. It is outrageous that the Democrats are opposing school choice when urban parents want it and want it desperately. Chicago, 13 high schools, 0% of kids can do math at grade level, another half a dozen where 1% can. Who sends their kid to a school like that if they have an option out?
Choice in 28 days, the American people decide. By the way, go ahead, Leo.
And I want to make this very clear. The reason why she's throwing the race bomb is because the Democrats are losing black male voters. They know it. They're desperate. They cannot win this election without black male voters. They're going Republican, just like I have.
Let's see. 28 days. We'll find out. Leo, Larry. By the way, I want the Leo Larry show. Leo 2.0, though. Thank you both.